Next goes with alternate director. He is a person who is altering, that is alternating the other person. If you find any director who is not present in India for 3 months, at least 3 months, which means not less than 3 months, he is absent for a period for at least 3 months, which means he might be visiting some foreign country and might be returning after only 4 or 5 months only. You might be finding some parents here, some old age parents, where they will be uh, staying in India for 5 months or 6 months. They will go to their children country like US, or because their children, son or daughter will be staying there. So they'll be traveling there for some 4 or 5 months. They'll not be in India. So in that case, we need to alternate a person here who will be called as an alternate director. This alternate director is a person who is appointed as per authorized by the articles or by passing a resolution in the general meeting. He will just hold an alternate directorship. This person, probably X is not in India, so on behalf of X, Y will take care of the role of X. But here, whatever the capacity X has will be the capacity of Y. Y will not have a special capacity here. Hope it is okay. Y will not have the special capacity here. Next is appointment of directors. Normally, to appoint a director, we need to have a, like we have like Aadhaar and other PIN numbers and all. Directors also need to have a director identification number. Only if a director is allotted with the DIN number, then we can go with respect to director's appointment. And while he is appointed as a director, he has to furnish his DIN and he has to also give a declaration that is not disqualified to become a director. And that disqualification, saying that the person does not have a disqualification, should be given in a concerned form called as Form DIR 2. And the company, within 30 days of the appointment of that director, shall file this concerned form with the Register of Companies in Form DIR 12. So he will be, once again, so he will be appointed as the director and by giving the consent form, and this consent form will be filed with the Register of Companies within 30 days in form number DIR 12. This is a E form. This is a form, it is like a normal printed form only, but whereas if you go for this one, this is a E form, right? Next, I'll go for rotation of directors. As I told, the directors will not be in the management board of directors. They will not be in the management continuously. They will be retiring by notation. So the retirement of the directors will be taking care at every annual general meeting of not less than two-thirds of the total number of directors of a public company. Please make a note that how many directors will be retiring is two-thirds of the directors alone will be retiring, where the period of office will be liable to determination with respect to the retirement of directors by rotation only, and as may be provided by the Act. Usually, at the first annual general meeting held after the date of the general meeting at which the first directors are appointed, and subsequently the next annual general meeting, one third of the directors will be retiring. You may get confused here. What do you mean by two-third and one-third? Two-third is the total number of directors who are eligible for rotational directors. Among the two-third, only one-third will be retiring. Please make a note. Only one-third, two-third will be called as a rotational directors. But how many directors will be retiring? Only one-third will be retiring. Please make a note here. Okay, please make a note here. Next, I'll go for reappointment of directors. When I say reappointment of directors, uh, sorry, before going for reappointment, this is what I was discussing with respect to independent directors and small shareholder director. Hope you remember. Independent director la vandu, uh, independent director will not be counted for rotational director because we need to have this count, right? So please make a note here. Continuing reappointment of directors. Whether I can reappoint the directors? Yes, it's possible to reappoint the directors. But if that person has been in the directorship, if that person is liable, has not filed any financial statements, that is, the company has not filed any financial statements or annual returns for a period of 3 consecutive years, 3 financial years and he has not paid the deposit amount, and if the dividend is declared and not paid, this dividend declared should be paid, right? And if the debentures are not redeemed and any interest is not paid, so in that case, this is for the 1 year or so. In that case, the director may not be eligible for reappointment. Okay, for a period of 5 years from the date of the said company fails to do so. Continuing, we'll go for director's identification number, TIN number. So whenever there is a person, individual who is going to be appointed as a director, he should be appointed and given a separate identification number. It's a unique number where that person can hold only one such number. If you are already a director in any company, then definitely you will be holding a DIN number where you can get appointed yourself as a director in other company. Probably you are a director in X company already. Okay, நீங்க ஏற்கனவே X companyல director இருக்கீங்க. So X is a company where you hold your directorship. Now you get yourself appointed in Y company. Okay, Y companyல நீங்க director appoint பண்ணும்போது the same DIN number can be taken. இன்னும் சொல்ல போனா the same DIN number தான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும். Okay, வேற DIN number. DIN number is a unique identification number. Okay. In case this is the first time of a directorship where you're going to get appointed as a director, na நீங்க உங்களை director appoint பண்ண பிறகு நீங்க கட்டாயமா DIN number வாங்கணும். Is it okay? So you have to make an application, that is an e-form இருக்கு, DIR3. DIR3 is the e-form where you will be making this to the central government for allotment of the DIN along with the prescribed fee. So it's an electronic system where you'll be submitting all the things, and it will be done in the MCA portal. The applicant then it will actually வந்து என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா the applicant வந்துட்டு they'll download the form DIR3 from the MCA and they'll be attaching the photograph, that is enclosures, proof of identity, அந்த ID இந்த ID இதெல்லாம் கொடுத்த பிறகு the DIN number will be allotted. So form DIR3 should be signed and submitted electronically, which means that digital signature use பண்ணு, and that will be verified by a company secretary. Attestation சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, நீங்க attestation பார்த்தா certification ங்கிற term use பண்ணுவாங்க. So then according to take care of. So in full-time employee or by the managing director or by the CEO or CFO, யாரெல்லாம் பண்ணிக்கலாம் இந்த case number. And the system will generate an application number. That application number is what you call as the DIN number. So DIN number, PAN number, Aadhaar number எல்லா நம்பரும் லிங்க்டா இருக்கும். நீங்க ஏமாத்தவே முடியாது. And moreover நீங்க 2 DIN வச்சிருந்தா மாட்டீங்க. அதுவும் வச்சுக்க முடியாது. So 2 DIN வச்சிருந்தா அத ஷார்ட்டா சொல்ல போனா ஜெயில தான் போய் உட்காரணும் சொல்லுவாங்க. Right? If any defect is found in us, probably the government will ask for the intimation to check with the defect and you can correct it. இல்லனா வந்து you have to make a fresh application form and all. Okay, rectify பண்ற மாதிரி இருக்கும். Continuation. Please focus on this DIN column. கொஞ்சம் ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு. ஒரு DIN number allot பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னா it shall be deemed to be the DIN allotted under the present act, which means that ஏற்கனவே ஒரு DIN இருக்கு, இப்போ புதுசா ஆக்ட் மாற போகுது, இப்போ இந்த ஆக்ட்லயும் நீங்க DIN வாங்கணும்னா not necessary. So it will be valid up to the lifetime of the director and shall not be allotted to any other person also, which means that it will be a unique number. A person shall be allotted only one DIN. Each and every line is important here, right? So every director who is functioning as a director in one or more companies on or before the 30th of June 2007 and has not yet intimated his DIN within 1 month of the receipt of the DIN number, he should intimate his DIN number to all the company where he is having the directorship as per the form DIR 3B. So this is the provision included with respect to 2007 notification. So this is with respect to 1956 Act la irundhu vandhathu. And every company within 15 days of the receipt of this information, they have to provide the information to the registrar, which means that director need not give the information directly to the, கொஞ்சம் careful பாருங்க, director need not give the information directly to the MCA. Director will give the information to the company, then company will give the information to the MCA. அதுதான் மெயினா பார்க்கணும். So it's not directly, it's through the MCA only. And every officer who is in default of the company, default with the provisions, will be liable for the penalty of 25,000, which may extend to 1 lakh also, where the company will be punishable with respect to 25,000 to 1 lakh rupee. Then it goes with section 159. Here, when any individual or any director contravenes of this provision of section 152 with respect to appointment of directors, or 150 with respect to prohibition of obtaining more than one DIN. For section 156, director is not intimating that DIN, such individual may be, as I told you, jail imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 months, or with fine which may extend to 50,000 rupees. If the contravention continues, one second, if the contravention continues, it's a continuing one. If they're not closing the issue, then there may be a further fine which may be imposed rupees 500 for or every day after the first during the contravention continues. Subsequently, the central government may prescribe any identification number which shall be treated as the director identification number, and in case any individual holds or acquires such identification number, section 153 will not be applicable. So central government has given any separate identification number, now that may be taken as the DIN number, where you need not go for the applicability or following the section 153. Is it okay?